You said that I've been talking louder ever since I met you. You've been talking faster, and I never can keep up with you. Hold on to you now, baby, but I hold on too tight. Always on top of me, but I never do it right. Two bodies here now, baby, but two hearts never collide. 'Cause you've been talking in your sleep, but you ain't been talking to me. You said that I've been talking louder ever since I met you. You've been talking faster, and I never can keep up with you. You've been talking louder ever since I met you. You've been talking faster, and I never can keep up with you. Oh, we ain't right for each other. No, we ain't right. You ain't right for me. You ain't right for me. Apparently we ain't right for each other. No, we ain't right. Could you believe? That is a song that I have titled You. I've titled it You, but I don't. The more I think about it, the more I'm not certain that that's a very good name. Because I am concerned that it's like too short of a name. Like it's just going to get lost out there. Surely there are so many songs with the name You that it might just not be a good idea. You know what I mean? I don't know. Is that something that I feel like that's something I should be concerned about. Where it's like if I could name a song something different, why would I not? Like to help it out with the like search. To help with its search, SEO, search engine optimization. The other thing I was considering naming it, right? It's warming up on me. It's warming up on me. And hear me out, right? The other thing I'm considering calling it is this. Because it's different, and that I'm not sure that there'll be anything else by that name. I like the way it's written, and I feel like it's a cool name. The problem that I have with this name, because I like this. I like the way it's written out, and like you say it a lot in the song. Ever since I met you, you've been talking faster. In the verses, right? It's going, hold on to you now, baby, but I hold on too tight. Here. This one. This one over here. This one here. 2 steps to the right now, babe. Baby, you take 2 to the left. 2 steps to the left now, baby. Take 2 to the right. I don't know. I feel like it's in the song a lot. Baby, but I. Like, I like that. I like the way it's written, and I like how it is. The problem is that if you say it out loud, exactly, Big Jess, exactly. I love the way it's written out, but the moment you have to explain to someone what your next song is called, they're like, oh, what song is coming out next? Oh, it's called Baby Butt. It's called Baby Butt. Oh, really? Interesting. Why would you call it Baby Butt? No, it's a long story. It's got nothing to do with it's got nothing to do with infants. I really struggle with this. This is so unfortunate to me because I really feel like this is such a good name. Like, if it had no other meaning, I feel like this would be such a good name. And it breaks my heart that unfortunately it sounds like I'm writing a song about a baby's butt. And that's not at all what I'm doing. Reduce it to baby? I can't reduce it to baby. That makes it even worse. The song is called You. The song is called You at the moment. But I don't know why it's called You. Like, there's no reason. It's just, you've been talking louder. And there's like this long trend of my songs where, like, if it's the first word in the song, it's likely the name of the song. Baby Butt, the sequel to Baby Got Back. Okay, well, I guess at least I wouldn't in that universe be the only one that's done it, I guess. So that is what I'm struggling with. I really think this is a good name. But that it's really bad because of the universe we're in. That unfortunately we have things called babies that are other than ladies. You know what I mean? Then again, if it was called Lady Butt, I also... What's the complete phrase? Baby Butt, not a sexist song. Right. But it's not even about sexist. It's actually baby butt, but not butt. Like this. Yes, exactly. Go in like a full phrase title. There we go. This is the right one. Baby butt, but not butt. Yeah. That's what I think much better. This is much better. This is way better. I think this will really help my search engine optimization. No interpolation expected. Yeah, exactly. But with one T. But with one T. But with one T. But with one T. You know what I mean? But with one T. So, because I don't think I can call it You. I don't think I can call it Y-O-U. I feel like calling it You is stupid. Like, it's just not, it's not gonna do well because it's like one word, and the search engine optimization is going to be terrible. And I'm sure there are so many songs out there that are called You. You know what I mean? and so many mega famous songs that are called You. It's U2 territory naming song with one word. Yeah, but the problem is that U2's already done it. So it's like at the moment we're calling it You, and it just it's just, I don't know. It's just not like exciting enough for me. Like this doesn't do anything for me. You know what I mean? The lyrics are, the full sentence that has baby but in front of it is baby but I hold on too tight. So if we named the song that, it would be baby but I hold on too tight. And this is obviously so much better. This is so much better. This is the answer. I mean, especially if this is obviously, you misplace the comma and life is very difficult. It's hold on to you now, baby, but I hold on too tight. So unfortunately, baby but is not gonna work. I really like the name though. I really like this. This I really like, and it breaks my heart that I am going to have to not go with this, because I think this looks so good. I think this looks really good. I think it's super interesting. I don't think anybody has done this. This seems like a name that would be brand new. But how do you explain that it's not an infant's bottom? You know what I mean? How do you do that? Help, my stomach hurts from laughing. I'm sorry. Dev can't be called too tight. No, we could definitely not call it too tight. On the list of names we cannot call this song, Too Tight is definitely one we can't call it. You just don't. Yeah, that's, I think, the unfortunate part. This will break my heart forever. I think this will genuinely break my heart forever, because I think it looks so good. But I mean, that's all that there is to say. I think it looks really good, but. And if I want the song to do well, no one's going to be like good. No one else is going to, yeah. It breaks my heart, but. Okay, tell you what. Why don't you come up with some names? I'll play it again. I'll play it for you, huh? How about that? I'll play it for you, and we can come up with some names besides baby's ass. You've been talking louder. Ever since I met you. See, Island Dream, you've been talking faster. And I never can keep up with you. Two steps to the right now, baby, you take two to the left. Two steps to the left now, baby, you Take two to the right. Teaspoon of sugar, darling, you put four in mine. Thank you, know me. One heart in me now, baby, but two parts could divide. 'Cause you've been talking in your sleep, but you ain't been talking to me. You said that I've been talking louder. I'm trying to figure out what to name the song. Ever since I met you, you've been talking faster, and I never can keep up with you. Hold on to you now, baby, but I hold on too tight. Always on top of me, but I never do it right. Two bodies here now, baby, but two hearts collide. 'Cause you've been talking in your sleep, but you ain't been talking to me. You said that I've been talking louder ever since I met you. You've been talking faster, and I never can keep up with you. You've been talking louder ever since I met you. You've been talking faster, and I never can keep up with you. We ain't right for each other. We ain't right. You ain't right for me. Right for me. Apparently we ain't right for each other. No, we ain't right. Could you believe? Okay, everybody, brainstorm. Let's go. Brainstorm, it's time. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? We gotta have, come now, let's get it going. We gotta, surely there'll be some options. What are we thinking? We've got, damn it, no, I don't want the lyrics. There we go. Names. Let's go. What's on the mind, everybody? A beautiful song. Thank you very much, Evie. Thank you. And Nomi, thank you for the claps. Glad you enjoyed that, guys. If you haven't seen Nomi's channel, wonderful stuff over there. Please do head over and give them some love. Thank you for coming over to our stream, whatever it's called. It's beautiful. My goodness, thank you so much. Thank you, Nomi. I have plans for this to be a duet, so even a little bit more interesting as I go along in the process. So, in fact, I already know who I want to have on the song. So. In fact, I've already started speaking to them too. So very exciting. Okay, lots of good ideas. I think I have the perfect name. It's a simple and catchy, just shh. Why? That sounds like you're insulting me. Is that like, do you mean like you want me to not, oh, you've been talking louder, so shush? No, geez, talking about shush, damn. Right, let's just put this freaking over here. Get in there. Good, in. I am saying when we met or keep up with you. When we met or keep up with you. Right. Ressa loves this song. Good. I'm so glad. If we're scrolling up, hey, Ancient Mountain, good to see you as well. Ancient Mountain saying, since I met you, ever since I met you. That's not bad. You and this song title aren't right for each other? Apparently not. Apparently not. Keep up with you or keeping up with you. Talking louder. Talking louder. Okay, that's not a bad idea either. I mean, hold on, hold on. Hold on to you now, baby. Right, and then we got talk to me. That is an option. That off the vibes of like you've been like talking in your sleep, right? Take two. Is that just for singing? I'm not gonna say it unless I'm not gonna say it again unless it's terrible. What do you mean? I had a suggestion further back if you want to see it. I don't know if it's any good though. Baby, but not like, but with the T. What was it? What did you say? Then you have the same problem as being called you. Yeah, exactly. What about keep up with you? Right. You said okay. You said keep up with you. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I don't mind that. Talking or two. So you see here we've got again those one word songs. And I'm not entirely against the idea of one word songs. I do have a few of my own, but I specifically want to stay away from. I think a one word name in this case is too easy. I don't think that this is the right answer. I mean, this is what we've been calling it. This is what we've been calling it. We've been calling it you, and the only reason I called it that at first was because the first word is you. So I was like, okay. Take two as in take two steps. 2 steps to the right now, baby. You take 2 to the left. Take 2. Okay. Those are all your ideas. Now, there are some that stuck out to me, right? There are some that stuck out to me. One that stuck out to me was, first of all, the same idea as baby, but except going baby you. Right? Baby you. But I don't know that works any better. I don't think that works any better necessarily. The other one that I had was we have the lyrics here. It was two bodies. Two bodies. I'm quite a fan of that. That was the problem with you, wasn't it? Because it was one word? Exactly. Or is it because it sounds like a common song name? You is definitely because both of those reasons. It's too short and and there are too many of them. It's too short and there will most certainly be other songs with that in the name. You know what I mean? There are definitely songs out there that have that already. So this is what we're sat with. First of all, sorry, goodbye. You are the weakest link. You are the weakest link. Hey, Goddess Ravenna, good to see you as well. Welcome in. I think Ancient Mountain suggestions trumps all. I had talking louder, hold on, talking, and take 2. Right. See, so, okay, let's just go down what is clearly not going to work. I don't think you is a good answer. I think for now we're going to have to keep it because people recognize that name, you know? I think people recognize that as the song in the song list. So for now, we'll put it like that with maybe with brackets, or the other way around. We do that with you in the brackets, right? Just so that people can find the song if they still request it, right? Cool. Baby you doesn't work. Baby you, unfortunately for me, does not work. I think Baby Butt was the only version of that that worked, and unfortunately, it is Baby Butt. You know, unfortunately, butt is a word. So, when we met, I'm okay. I'm not gonna cut that one off yet. When we met, keep up with you since I met you. Talking louder. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna cut hold on because it seems I think I do that a lot. I think I do that type of that type of song title a lot, and I think I'm growing out of it. Like I think I'm not as big of a fan of that anymore. Like I've got a song called Touch Me. I've got a song called mainly that one. Hold on doesn't scream to me. Talk to me. I don't think Talk to Me is a strong enough in the song. You know what I mean? I don't think it's strong enough. So it will be new name formerly known as You. Exactly. If we can come up with something today, then yes. Okay, I don't think Talk to Me talks to me. You know what I mean? Talking to and take to are all too short to me, but especially these, especially those are mainly the problems for me with it. So we have when we met, we have keep up with you. Oh geez, not that. Oh my goodness. Keep up with you. We have since I met you. I just want to see them with the caps because I feel like that makes it look better. Talking louder and take two. Okay, right. That's one way to lengthen the song title. With a million T's. Yeah, no, actually you're right. We could just call it You. Now that you mention it, we could just do this. We could just go You. And then we don't have any problems anymore. Then we don't even have any problems. And definitely no one's gonna be like, oh, that's how you pronounce it. You. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be perfect, done, 100%. Open parentheses, you close. Open parentheses, you close parentheses. Sometimes I'm not entirely certain what you guys are talking about. Open parentheses, you close you mean this. This is not, we're not naming it open parentheses, you close oh, you want me to, right, okay, I got you. No, I got you. I got there eventually. Yes, let's call it this. Let's just call it that. We can just call it open parentheses, you close parentheses. Right, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Two Bodies feels the most intriguing, but I've only heard the song once. I will say I do like Two Bodies. And also because I think it's my favorite. One of my favorite lines in the song. There are two lines in the song that I think drive home the point of this song the most. And one of them is, one heart in me, but two parts divide. Right? One heart in me, but two parts divide. I really like that. It's just straight up a really cool way of saying, like, heartbreak. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's a really cool way of saying that. I really like this line. And then the extension of that line is two bodies here, but two hearts collide. And I think this, I do like this a lot. I really like this line. So the idea of taking this line and getting a song out of it, getting a song title out of it, does make me happy. It sounds like a murder mystery also. we could call it Two Hearts, but I think that's going to be far cheesier. I like Two Bodies because it's clear that in this song, the two characters in this song are together but not together anymore. You know what I mean? They're together but they're not with each other. You know? If that makes sense. Like the whole point is like these two characters are still sleeping in the same bed, still sleeping with each other, but they're not in the relationship with each other anymore. They're not with each other, you know? It's clear that they ain't right for each other. They ain't right for each other. Apparently, they ain't right for each other. You know what I mean? Another part of me would have liked to use Could You Believe as a song title, but in what it stands for. But this doesn't work. Could You Believe doesn't work. So I do like the idea of Two Bodies, and I'm sort of convincing myself more and more. A bit like Slow Dancing in a Burning Room by John Mayer. Yeah, I mean exactly those vibes. Exactly. But we do obviously have other options here. When We Met doesn't call to me. When We Met doesn't call to me just because it doesn't feel like it's in the song. I'm gonna get harsh here, okay? So no one get offended, right? I'm just thinking about my preferences here. Collide to Divide as the song title. Or do you mean like, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that as a song title just because it doesn't feel like it's attached to the song. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. It's your song, you decide. Good one. It's What's Happening, Collide to Divide. I guess it is what's happening in the song. It's what's happening. Ironically, it is in the song, but valid reason. Is it in the song? Is When We Met in the song? I don't think it is. It's got Since I Met You. Am I blind? Or I'm either blind or it's in there and RJ, you're seeing something that I'm not seeing. Subby's goal, what are you doing here? Get out of here. Get out of here, Subby's goal. You're not even the right goal anymore. Okay, I am a big fan of Two Bodies. I do like this. I like Two Bodies. Two Bodies is getting 3 stars. And it's from myself, but fight me. You know what I mean? Keep Up With You. Since I Met You. Since I Met You. Talking Louder. I am a big fan of Talking Louder as well. I am a big fan of Talking Louder as well. That also does feel... This feels like a good song title. You know what I mean? Take Two. Take Two. Take Two. I think it doesn't hold enough meaning for me. I don't think Take Two holds enough meaning for me because it's like in fact it holds other meanings in my head. Like if I hear that there's a song called Take Two, one of my thoughts is like, oh, maybe it's about a second chance in a relationship, or Take Two is about about something else. Majority of the time I'm not getting to like Take Two to the left, which in full context Take Two makes sense, but I don't think in title context it makes sense. Open parentheses, you close parentheses is fantastic. I think that's really good. I'm going to give that a solid 5 stars. Solid 5 stars without the capital letters specifically. If it has capital letters, we don't want it. Since I Met You, Keep Up With You. You've been talking louder ever since I met you. You've been talking faster, and I never can keep up with you. Again, I think this is because of meaning. I think keep up with you is I'm gonna remove it because of meaning. Like I think it's an okay title for a different song. You know what I mean? I think keep up with you is like keep up with you feels like a song about someone like running ahead and like that type of separation in that sense, and like in that sense. And keep up with you doesn't really feel like two characters with each other falling out of love. Like that would maybe be like keep together or be with you. You know what I mean? So that I think is gonna cut as well. Since I Met You, the only reason I don't feel like going for Since I Met You is because Since I Met You to me sounds like a happy song. Since I Met You sounds like a love song in my head. Like it doesn't sound like this. It doesn't give me this feeling that this song gives, where it's like this. Like the song is very, it's very like chill, but also clear with like an undertone. Like that for me is what it feels like. Is like there's a complacency within this song that these two characters have like fallen into, where it's like they're in this rhythm, they're not right for each other, but they're doing all of this together still. There's a complacency in it, and Since I Met You feels like a statement. Since I Met You feels like a you know what I mean? Like since I met you I've been happy, or since I met you I've been sad, or since I met you this or that. You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna take Since I Met You out as well, as one of the like last few that I'm not so fully like on, which leaves us with the more stars the earlier it gets eliminated. Is that how that worked? Talking Louder sounds like the strongest title so far. What are you thinking though? Maybe do a poll to get a chat opinion. That's not a terrible idea. Cullen has to be happy with it though. I love how deeply you're thinking about this. I would like to think about it deeply, especially because it's like a title that I'm not like I wasn't certain about. You know what I mean? Like Darling was clear. It was like, okay, Darling is the one. And this is a situation where You was like a random name. It was like a default name that I wasn't stressed about. So I just like put that in there. And it was the same with there was another one that I think I recently renamed. Man, surely there was. I'm almost certain there was one that I had renamed. Ironically, I think Save It is one that I could have done that for. I think Save It could have been a different name, but it works out well. I liked that Save It was catchy and that you could say it accidentally in real life and remember the song. You know what I mean? I think. What was it? Huh. I don't know. I think it was Why'd You Want to Go? I think it was Why'd You Want to Go that had a different name originally, and it was also one of those where like the first word is yes, that's exactly it. Was Why'd You Want to Go? It's the first line in the song is I've been wondering where you've been, and then I proceeded to name the song I've Been Wondering, which is like, okay, all right, man, you could think about it. I still don't think this is a perfect name. I still think Why'd You Want to Go could definitely be a different name, but we're not worried about that right now. Right now, I'm on this one, and I think we are getting close. I think we're getting there. I will say that right now, personally, he can still pick the one he likes most, but then he knows what the chat recommendation is. True, yeah, 100%. I could. I mean, we could definitely put these three suggestions up there. I will say though, two bodies or talking louder or two bodies. Oh, it's so challenging. I'm not really certain what I feel. Two bodies or talking louder. Two bodies talking louder. Cool, but way too long. Definitely not on my side. See, what I find interesting in this situation is that talking louder feels like the better option. But two bodies feels like the better title. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm struggling with. Is that two bodies feels like a stronger title, but talking louder feels like more meaning. You know what I mean? See, I don't. And the more I look at it, the less the word louder means to my head. Okay, well, tell you what. Let's put it in a poll. Why not? Huh? Let's put it in a little poll. See what you guys collectively think. See what you guys all collectively think on this one. And then do I just press enter now once I've done that? Yes, I do. Okay. The obvious issue is that you're not going to be able to listen to the song while I mean I could play the song again. I could play the song again and we could consider the name while we're listening to it. You know what I mean? Maybe that's a good option. We could do that. We are choosing between two bodies and talking louder. Can we hear the song again with these in mind? That's a good idea. I will say that the song Two Bodies brings intrigue. Like if I saw that song on Spotify and hadn't heard it before, I'd be like, huh, what's that all about? Yeah. I agree. This is where it's tricky. Oh my gosh, I can't spell. I need to get a better keyboard. Okay. We can try it. We could see. Let's play it again. Why not? Huh? We could play it again and see what happens. Play it again and see what happens. With these in mind. Then I'll open a poll. The screen is now nothing but text. Text is, what do you mean? It's big on the screen, but you can still see me though, right? Yeah, surely. Yeah, let's play it again. I'll play it again. You guys can consider it with these. Consider it with these in mind and entirely ignore baby butt. We're locked into 2 instead of 2. See, I personally think that the number 2 bodies, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. This makes me like this more. This makes me like Two Bodies more. Yes, The Tempest likes that too. I do feel like that is better. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's play the song. Let's play the song again and we can see what we feel, huh? You guys okay to listen to the song again? You guys down? Or would you prefer me to change topic and do something else? I mean, we've come this far. We have come this far. Oh, this ring is bothering me. Okay, and then I'll put a poll up. I'll do that. We'll do that. You've been talking fat louder. Ever since I met you. You've been talking faster. And I never can keep up with you. Two steps to the left now, baby. You take two to the right. Two steps to the left now, baby. You take two to the right. Teaspoon of sugar, darling. You put four in mine. One heart in me now, baby, but two parts divide. You've been talking in your sleep, but you ain't been talking to me. You said that I've been talking louder ever since I met you. You've been talking faster, and I never can keep up with you. Hold on to you now, baby, but I hold on too tight. Always on top of me, but I never do it right. Two bodies here now, baby, but two hearts collide. 'Cause you've been talking in your sleep, but you ain't been talking to me. You said that I've been talking louder You've been talking faster, and I never can keep up with you. You've been talking louder ever since I met you. You've been talking faster, and I never can keep up with you. We ain't right for each other. No, we ain't right. You ain't right for me. You ain't right for me. Apparently we ain't right for each other. No, we ain't right. Could you believe? Songs in the key of D. I don't even play that chord once. How about that? That's cool. Okay, where are we at? What are the standings on the poll? Wow. Interesting. Okay, so I would like to hear everyone's reasonings. Because I'm on the other side. I, after listening to that, managed to flip around, and I am on the side of two bodies. Interestingly enough, I have ended up on that side. So I would love to hear if you guys have like reasonings behind that, or if it's just like a feeling. And if it's just a feeling, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, that's totally okay. Two bodies spelt out though, you know what I mean? So RJ said they couldn't vote. Still can't vote in the polls. I imagine that's got to be because of where you live, RJ. It's definitely not any like reason from the stream side, I don't think. But your vote is with two bodies. Okay, your vote's with two bodies. The word bodies is the most interesting one here. Invokes the thoughts of two people's interacting bodies. Two bodies considered separately from the soul. Two natural bodies, as in bodies of water, etc. Title with bodies brings a lot more questions to mind, which makes you need to hear the song to resolve those questions. Very solid and well-written thesis on that one. Thanks for that. Talking louder looks more catchy. Okay. Looks more catchy, sounds more catchy. I'm going to go with looks more catchy. Is that what you're saying? You're talking about the look of the song? Let me also remove the or, because I think we all know that we're selecting here. Interesting. That's interesting. Okay. I would be okay with either one, but I think talking louder fits the song more. Two bodies makes a question, says Emivio. Okay. Talking louder looks more catchy, but two bodies makes me question. All right. Okay. Reza just saying, oh no, being entirely useless. Thanks. Just gave my reasonings above. I guess you and I are just the two bodies who like two bodies. I guess you, me, and Emivio says it's sort of questiony. RJ seems to like two bodies as well. Yes, the Tempest. Okay, I just read your answer. Susie says talking louder is the more intriguing wording. Why are you talking louder? I want to know why. Interesting. Talking louder becomes intriguing as a result of wanting to know like what kind of talking louder, why. And okay, I do hear that. I do hear that. The first time I thought of first time I considered Talking Louder, I did get that feeling as well. No, it's not the region or anything. I think I might have invoked some setting or something that I can't see the polls since recently. Oh gosh, that's that's strange because it's definitely nothing on my side. I don't believe so. Okay, well those are your reasonings. Any other reasonings from the void will be very much appreciated. That is super interesting. I find that super interesting. And also remembered which song it was that we were doing that with. We were doing that with the song that was called I Know. That's what it was originally called. And I wanted it to be dim and someone else wanted it to be upside down. And yeah, that's the other one that we were doing. Talking Louder, Express More, that makes whole explanation in the song. Interesting. Talking Louder has density in the lyrics. I think it happens 3 times. It is in the first phrase. It spoke to me when you sang it. My mind just grabbed those words. Interesting. Okay, interesting. So maybe from a perspective of someone who hasn't heard the song so many times, that it might be a stronger title. But that's interesting because Nomi came in here. Nomi hadn't heard the song, and Nomi said they liked Two Bodies, even though they hadn't heard the song a lot. Specifically said, I like Two Bodies seems more interesting, but I haven't heard the song a lot. So that's super interesting. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm still in between them then. I think the challenge that I am having, that's fantastic, Emilio. That's fantastic. Your explanation matters almost even more then, because I am coming from a musical perspective, but I am playing the song to people. I'm wanting people who aren't musicians to listen to it. So that's like, in terms of title, there's totally a fine time to like express your feelings. I want that. I think we need to sleep on it. I do think that's a good idea as well. I don't think we make a final decision today. I think we could definitely chat about what we like the most, but I definitely think we don't make a final decision today necessarily. I like both titles now for different reasons, so I'm happy with either one. Interested about the song meaning. Talking Louder and then parentheses, Two Bodies. It is an option. But I don't know if I am a big fan of doing that. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if I'm a big fan of doing that. Like the name becomes so long. It's like, how do you even, like, I'm also thinking of like album cover wise and marketing wise to call the song Talking Louder, Two Bodies. I think it just becomes, I think that might be the way of like not choosing. You know what I mean? Full disclosure, I am a musician and have named hundreds of songs, so my opinion is not the layman's, for better or for worse. That's fine. That's fine as well. What I want is, when I come to chat for opinions, I'm coming for a wide range of opinions and you know what I mean? Like a wide range of perspectives. That is what I'm coming for. That's what I'm like asking for when I ask Twitch chat. So I'm perfectly fine with that. No one has to be one or the other. But thanks for the suggestion. They make a plays as well. I'm not certain about putting that in parentheses. I think it looks fine written out at one time, but I don't think I'm going to be happy with that decision when it comes to putting the song in playlists and doing that type of thing. In my head, the song title that makes me want to click on the song more is Two Bodies. Right? I think most of us can agree with that. Right? I think most of us can agree with that. you know? I'd actually like to listen to it again. We want to listen to it again. I mean, I'm happy to. I'm happy to play it again. This is great for me. I mean, I need to be practicing. I need to be hearing the song and seeing whether or not like that's fine for me as well. This is the winner. Is this the winner? Is this one? This one is. You want? Oh right. Okay. So let's considering talking louder with this spelling. With this spelling. I would want to re-listen. Okay. Okay. Cool. We could play the song again. I'm happy to play it again. I'm happy to play it again. We can see what we feel. Okay, and I will not leave this spelling on the thing. I will type it out properly so that it doesn't sway any decisions. I missed the first few lyrics and wasn't listening with title choice in mind. Okay, so let me explain. I'll also explain where I was coming from. So the reason after listening to the song, I proceeded to think that Two Bodies was the better title was because it felt to me like Two Bodies was a more, how do I put this? A more prestige title. Specifically in the fact that it doesn't appear a lot in the song. It's not in there a lot. It only appears once. And there are many arguments around why that's not a good thing to do. Obviously, if you do that, you risk the fact that people might go Two Bodies and then not remember how the song goes. You know what I mean? Like if you go, there's a chance that if you use Talking Louder, that they might go, Talking Louder is that song that goes, you've been talking louder. You know what I mean? Like they might then go Maker plays. We're fans of you're a fan of parentheses. Talking Louder, obviously there's a chance that people go, Talking Louder is the one that goes, you've been talking louder, and it gets them to the song quicker in their head. But Two Bodies has that they said the thing feeling. You know? The they said the thing feeling. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know, there's no other way to explain it. The they said the thing feeling. Where it's like Two Bodies. Oh, what's the song about? What's the song about? What's the song about? What's the song about? And then I say two bodies here, but two hearts collide. And it's like, oh my gosh, that's where the title comes from. The title's from that part. And I think that feeling is very good. I feel like that feeling is solid. You know what I mean? Talking to louder bodies. That's the one. Look, Maker plays. You don't need to hear the song. In fact, if you haven't heard the song, you're an even better person to ask. Which one would you click on? That's the question. If you were in a playlist of songs that you liked, which one would you click on? You know what I mean? If you were like, oh, I'm going to choose between the first one to play today. Like, are you clicking on Two Bodies first? Or are you clicking on Talking Louder first? That's a great question. You know what I mean? Goodness, excuse me. Is the dilemma that Two Bodies is more artistic, but Talking Louder feels more marketable? I think that is very much the dilemma. I think that is the artist's dilemma here, in the title dilemma. And also when they listen, they hang out for that lyric. Yeah, what you just said. See, that's what I like about Two Bodies. I would click on Talking Louder, says Susie. All right, interesting. That's so interesting. Yeah, that's super interesting. There is obviously, like I was making fun of the parentheses idea. There is something to be said about it though. You know what I mean? There is something to be said about Two Bodies, parentheses, Talking Louder. Like whichever one we go to more. In my opinion, it's what in my side, I almost feel like if we go with two bodies, I'm open to the idea of putting Talking Louder in parentheses. But if we go with Talking Louder, I don't think we should put two bodies in parentheses. Then it should be not there. You know what I mean? I think the options are two bodies, Talking Louder, and two bodies parentheses Talking Louder. Talking Louder sounds like you're just gonna yell. Two Bodies sounds like a generic love song. Interesting. Very interesting. Two Bodies sounds like a generic love song. I guess in a way. I guess it does in a way. Correct. Talking Louder in parentheses tells people that the chorus they remember is this song. Exactly. Yes, the Tempest. Exactly. Like if Talking Louder goes in parentheses, we're exactly saying that. It's like, oh, right, this is the song. But Bodies Talking Louder express as bodies shows the feeling or something strong. But Talking Louder or bodies, but two bodies talking louder express as bodies shows the feeling or something strong, I guess. Again, I'd really like to listen to the whole thing a second time. Okay, with that in mind, we can listen to it again. With that in mind, we can listen to it again. I'll even play it to you a little bit differently today for this one. Today, it's been a whole day since we started this conversation. Okay, all right, let's do it. You've been talking louder. Ever since I met you. You've been talking faster. And I never can keep up with you. two to the left, two steps to the left now, baby. You take two to the right, two. Just messing up the lyrics. I've been thinking about it too much. Two steps to the right now, baby. You take two to the left, two steps to the left now, baby. You take two to the right. Teaspoon of sugar, darling, you put four in mine. One heart in me now, baby, but two hearts divide. 'Cause you've been talking in your sleep, but you ain't been talking to me. You said that I've been talking louder ever since I met you. You've been talking faster, and I never can keep up with you. Hold on to you now, baby, but I hold on too tight. Always on top of me, but I never do it right. Two bodies here now, baby, but two hearts collide. 'Cause you've been talking in your sleep, but you ain't been talking to me. You said that I've been talking louder ever since I met you. You've been talking faster, and I never can keep up with you. You've been talking louder ever since I met you. You've been talking faster, and I never can keep up with you. No, 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 no. We ain't right for each other. We ain't right, 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 right. You ain't right for me, right for me. Apparently we ain't right for each other. No, we ain't right, 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 right. Could you believe? Okay. I think we either sort of come to terms with an option now, or we can keep them regardless. You know what I mean? I think either way, we for now can put them both in parentheses and see what we feel. But let's see what everyone says after all of that. After all of that. Pretty groovy already. Thanks, Maker Plays. Appreciate that. I love the groove of the song. I really love the vibe. It's so nice. And the female vocalist I'm going to get on the song with me is going to make this feel... Oh, it's going to feel like sleeping in a cloud. I think it's just going to be so nice. All right. Okay. So, Rebecca's saying, I'm leaning towards two bodies, parentheses, talking louder. But at the same time, I understand your point that it's a bit of a mouthful and that you have to fit it onto things. Yeah. Okay. All right. Vibing along. I'm giving up. Even I shared my thoughts. Very confusing titles for me right now. It is confusing. Hey there, Iocane Powder. Good to see you. Very normal, very, very normal stream. Totally normal stream. We definitely haven't spent the last half an hour trying to figure out what to name this song. Totally normal stream. Definitely leaning to two bodies now because the title being in the first lyric is disappointing in a way. It immediately resolves the song before it even started. I do like that. I like that, and I think that's a great reasoning for that as well. I think that's a really good reasoning. I like that a lot. Emivio is just distraught. Out. Absolutely out. Rebecca says, I can't remember who said it, but I agree with that statement that picking one over the other, it's like, do you want to sacrifice what is more marketable or what is more artistic and gets people to focus more? Exactly. That is the question. And that is why I'm open to the idea of using the marketable option as an option. You know what I mean? Like if I choose to go with the more artistic version, which is two bodies, that putting talking louder in parentheses isn't a bad idea. Yes, the Tempest says, I think I have a strong suggestion. Combine them. Talking bodies. Talking bodies. The lyrics describe how the bodies are talking to each other. The word talking is enough of a hook that you'll recognize it, while bodies is in the title for intrigue. Two is eliminated, technically redundant if bodies is plural, if you're after efficiency. This way, the title says they're talking, but the actual song gives louder, which elevates the song from its title as an added emotional lift. Very interesting. Yes, the Tempest, you have got some really good points. I'm not against that idea. I'm not against that idea. If I can share streamer having good explaining, it is +6 Production. Definitely +6 Production is someone we can most certainly get some advice from. Ressa likes Yes the Tempest's idea. Emivio likes the explanation as well. RK likes that explanation. Susie says, with talking louder as a dominant lyric, you run the risk of people referring to it as the talking louder song, even if you name it two bodies. Which I'm not entirely against, Susie. I don't entirely mind that. Like if I was to name it two bodies, but that's why I say, like, if I was to name it two bodies, I think I'd want to put talking louder in parentheses. You know what I mean? Because I do think that that's something that would happen, and very funny that I'm gonna do this. But I watched a video recently that was talking about video games and how certain video games remove the ability to do certain things because it makes it better for the gaming experience, but that gamers still do those things regardless. Like they're going to add a mod, or they're going to put a calculator next to the game, and that they're going to do it regardless, and that some game developers proceed to have to put it in the game regardless. And this is a situation where, as an artist or the developer of the song, I feel like I like two bodies more, but that talking louder is something that the viewers are going to naturally call it anyway. You know what I mean? So that in that way, I kind of feel like putting it in parentheses makes sense. You know what I mean? Love the song already. That's fantastic. I'm very glad you love it. So I don't mind the idea of calling it Two Bodies, but putting Talking Louder in parentheses, not against the idea. Suggestion, one body problem, it me. Perfect. Iocane, perfect. One of the things I always see from professional musicians is that you should make music for you, not for others. If you enjoy what you're making, it will draw others to it as well. I fully agree, but in this situation, I am in a situation where the title of the song isn't something that is required for me to be happy with the song, necessarily. It's not something that's necessarily required of me. However, I will be as open. I'm falling behind in chat. Oh my goodness, hold on. Let me get through this quickly. Okay, no, they're just saying hello, saying what's up. Magic is stealing our mod. I need him quick. Sorry, no worries. Okay, I have no objection to Two Bodies FWI. So let me be entirely open here as well. I am finding that I'm not a big fan of Talking Louder as a title. I'm finding that I'm not a big fan of this being the title. Like just like this. Still voting Two Bodies, will explain if needed. Would love an explanation. RJ, always. Perspective is important. I'm finding that I'm not a big fan of this. But that I fully understand that this is maybe a tricky title. This is so long. That's so long. That's really unfortunate that that's so long. You know you want to? I don't know that I want to. That's the thing. This is where I'm saying. It's like I know that I like Two Bodies, but that the title has Talking Louder in it. But I'm also very much on the side that like I do agree. Whoever said it managed to say something that I wasn't able to understand in my own head. Was that Talking Louder comes too soon. Yes, exactly. Make a place. Exactly. That Talking Louder comes too soon in the song for me to feel good about it. Maybe I'll keep it like this for a bit and see what I feel. We could try to see what we feel about Talking Bodies. Because it's a good title. But I don't know if it's So the okay, what does RJ say? And you didn't like my Talking Bodies approach? You get everything in that title in a short title. Interesting. I'll get back to it now. Go for what you want, Calden. Go with your gut in the end. The problem is finding what my gut believes. Talking Louder on one hand is a good title and obvious because it's in the song, but when you listen to it, it doesn't make sense to me as a title because it's not really about people talking louder, and a title should basically capture essence of the song in your opinion. Okay? Don't like Talking Bodies somehow feels weird. Okay? So my vote for Two Bodies, because as you said, it's a convo between two people and talking about two people and how they meet and feel about each other and the love between them. Talking Bodies, like it should solve the problem, but the name weirds me out. RJ says no to Talking Bodies. Let's talk bodies, said one anatomist to the other. Good on, Susie. Maybe I just think too literally. So the reason I'm not on the side of Talking Bodies, right? I think Talking Bodies is a cool title. I think it's a cool title. I think it is a cool, like, it gives me like series name. You know what I mean? It gives me like Netflix series name vibes. The reason I struggle with Talking Bodies is ironically, it feels like and this is weird because obviously you have chosen to put it as this because it's Yes the Tempest. You obviously chose this because from your perspective, this is choosing the best parts of the song, the best parts of both titles, right? Which I think theoretically makes sense. I think I agree that like 2 is technically redundant and Louder is maybe not what the song is really about. So maybe Talking Bodies works. The reasoning is I'm not feeling Talking Bodies. I agree. The reasoning, so I think the reasoning behind Talking Bodies makes sense. Just trying to mash your conflicting ideas. I don't know what that I like this best. Just an option. Cool. 100%. I'm fully open to ideas. I want to be clear that like nothing. I'm like when it comes to this music stuff, I'm not going to be like upset about anything either. So and I mean all of this I love discussions about this type of stuff, especially because music is so psychological as well, and one person can interpret a title entirely different to someone else. So like fully understand that. So the reason I'm struggling with Talking Bodies is because it feels like, ironically, like it takes away the meaning, and that like the fact that now what you end up with is, for me, the reason I like Two Bodies is because it's in there. It's in the song, and the lyric that it's in is, in my opinion, the most important lyric. Yes, I believe that Two Bodies is in the most important lyric in the song, which states, "Two bodies here now, baby, but two hearts collide." Right? That idea of two people who, like, it's the end of the song, it's this big build-up moment, and it's like going from like this complacency in the relationship to like two bodies but two hearts are colliding, like they're not with each other. You know what I mean? There's no melding of hearts in that situation. They're against each other. So that's why I like the idea of Two Bodies. And Talking Louder is good because it's clearly the title of the song in terms of the chorus. You know what I mean? Talking Bodies for me takes away the feeling of that's the title of the song, it must be important when he sings it, and also at the same time takes away the Talking Louder aspect, which is like, that's the song lyric. You know what I mean? I feel like Talking Bodies is a good title, but not for this song. You know what I mean? Which means that after all of that, we're sort of left with this. We're sort of left with Two Bodies, parentheses, Talking Louder. Stuck to think, what would have to happen for you to accept that you want to name it Two Bodies? That's what you want. That's what it will be, what it should be. But how will you get there? It's a fair question. That's a fair question. Sorry, I had to run to go listen to my requested Magic Streams. No worries. Okay, we're just talking here. Okay, so this is my feeling about this type of situation. It's this situation of I this year, when it comes to writing music and making music and releasing music and promoting music, marketing music and making visuals for music, very much the perspective that I am going off of is the idea, and I've mentioned this a few times on stream, but Jack Conte in a speech one day mentioned three of what are the most important things to musicians, right? And those three things are make great stuff, then it was, oh shoot, I'm not going to forget them, which is terrible of me to forget them, as I'm about to say that they're super important. It was make great stuff. Damn it, I'm going to have to find it now. I'm going to have to find it. Jack Conte, make great stuff speech. The three main things. Anyway, the one of them, okay, so it's make great stuff and then adjust your packaging, right? Adjust your packaging was the other one. Yeah, that was the other one. Make great stuff, and the other one is adjust your packaging. So adjust your packaging is something that I feel is going to be important, right? In terms of becoming, in terms of getting one's music out and promoting music and doing that in a way that gets to a lot of people, right? So the idea of adjust your packaging was this. Find the most important things to your music. Find the things that are the most important to your music and write them down. Write them down. Know what they are. That's important. If you need to know what the most important things are to your music. And that could be anything. That could be the lyrics you write. It could be the genre you write in. It could be the color of your album cover. It could be the instruments you use. It could be anything. What is the most important to your music? And then find what is not important. What is not important to that process for you? And that could be anything. Again, that could be where you play the songs. It could be what platforms it goes on. It could be the cover art. It could be the title of your song. It could be genre. You know what I mean? There are people out there who like the genre, it doesn't matter. It could be all of those things. And then what you do is you take your most important things and you use those things. You take those most important things and you put them in a space. Then what you do is to make it more marketable to more people and to get it out to a wider range of people. You never compromise on the things that are most important to you. Those important things, they need to be the be all and end all. That's it. That's done and done. But what you can adjust on, that's where you compromise. So you compromise on the little things here and there that make it so that your song can be more marketable. Like, oh, I don't like the fact that Spotify pays less than Apple Music. But you know what? Spotify gets a lot more viewers, and I don't mind the platform that I'm on. The platform that I'm on is not important to me. What's more important to me is my music. And so for that reason, I still promote to Spotify. That's that idea, right? That's the idea. And I'm sitting here to bring this all the way back around. I'm sitting here with a situation in which I have got a situation where I'm trying to meet down the middle, obviously. I'm trying to meet down the middle. I think a good song title is important, but I think that the marketability of the song title is a necessary question. I will say that this has grown on me more and more as I've been blabbing on. That this has grown on me more and more. The reason I say that I think this is a compromise is because Two Bodies feels like the artistic choice. Two Bodies feels like the artistic choice. But that Talking Louder feels like the smarter choice. Talking Louder feels like the smarter choice. But for me, Talking Louder feels too much like a Ed Sheeran song. And for that reason, I like Two Bodies more. So I'm happier putting Two Bodies in the front and Talking Louder in parentheses. You know, also an update, apparently the poll bug is not just me, but many other people all over mobile Twitch. Okay, mobile Twitch. Well, I guess the question is the title important to you? I mean, that's the challenge, is that the title is somewhat important to me. It is, a little bit at least. Mashing two logically good titles all together into one long title does not make it as good as the sum of its parts. I mean, it's a good point. All this time you've been blabbing, I've had You've Been Talking Louder lyric running over and over in my head. Back, did you have a choice already to name it a song? I'm very glad, Susie. That is good. That is why I feel like Talking Louder is required. That's why I feel like Talking Louder is a requirement. Because I feel like that's the line that you get in your head. That's the line that you get stuck in your head. That lyric is a bit of an earworm for sure. Exactly. That's exactly why I struggle to that's why I don't feel like it's the right thing to do to just name it Two Bodies. Because this doesn't feel like the whole song. I was tired and ran from stream. Yeah, the brain. Too much thinking. Title name is really hard choice for this song. It is a tough one. I am being serious, even if I typically clown around. No, I fully believe you, Susie. I appreciate that a lot. I'm very glad that you guys like the song and that you were like willing to listen to it multiple times to try to figure this out with me. Like that's really awesome. Like I'm really glad you love the song. And I will say, I do want the song to come out this year sometime. I've got plans for it to come out this year. So this is a problem that I'm bringing up because I would like to figure it out soon. I've really enjoyed this discussion. I'm glad. I really enjoyed too. I'm enjoying this discussion as well. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm just so glad. That's cool for me because I was worried that this was going to be like I'm just blabbing on for so long and everyone's like, okay, now just play the songs, damn it. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this discussion. I enjoy it as well. So for me, at the end of the day, this is the case. At the end of the day, it feels to me like this is not the song. This doesn't feel like the song, right? That's the issue I'm having. I feel like it's a strong title, but it doesn't feel like the song. However, this doesn't feel right. This feels too cheesy. Like artistically, I'm struggling to do this. However, definitely not. This feels more and more doable. This feels like the right compromise. And that if it means having to put them on top of each other for the imagery or having to move it around, that like this doesn't bother me too much. You know? But it's long, it is long. Figuring this out is kind of fun, actually. I like having debates about this, and with with you guys, I know it doesn't get heated, like everyone respects each other's opinions. We can just figure stuff out together. I do appreciate that a lot. Okay, if you're most sold on both of them as separates, is there anything to consider with alternate punctuation, a colon, comma, dash, etc., separating them instead of parentheses? I don't know, I like this. I think I'm liking this more and more. Ironically, Maker Plays, ironically, after you came in here and I said no parentheses, the problem was that you did parentheses, you did talking louder with two bodies in parentheses. That was your main problem. That was the first mistake. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's obviously long. It's obviously long. I don't really see this working, for example. I don't really see that working. I don't really know what else one can do. You know? Yeah, RK, we had the discussion about talking bodies. I think at the end of the day, talking bodies feels like it takes away from both titles. You know? It needed to be flipped? Exactly, Maker Plays. Hyphens are not great for song titles. I don't think so either. I'm not a big fan of that. That doesn't feel right. That feels like not making a choice. I think this makes sense though. I think the case is that two bodies is the artistic choice, but that two bodies is the choice that my artistic side wants to go for, but that clearly when you listen to the song, talking louder is the part that sticks out. And so that giving the audience talking louder in order to find the song or recognize the song is a good option. And that this is then the right way to go with it. Hyphen makes it look like a mashup? Yeah, true. Thing with this about it being long with the parentheses gives people the option to name it one or the other, so best of both worlds. For example, the Jacksons have a song that is actually called Heartbreak Hotel, but for copyright issues for Elvis's version, the title was changed to This Place Hotel. But people say those two names to refer to the same song interchangeably. I like how it is looking without any punctuations. I'm fine this way, even if it's long. Hey Carlos, good to see you. I like it with the punctuation. I do like it with the parentheses because it separates it. It's like, hey, these are two titles. You can call it one of either. You know what I mean? And when you talk to your audience about the song, I'll call it Two Bodies. Likely. When I talk about the song, I'll likely to call it Two Bodies. And then if people want to hear the song, they'll call it Talking Louder. And I think that's an okay thing to do. I think that feels okay. Have you tried a slash? I think a slash is specifically for mashups as well. I think that's the main problem with other parentheses. Is that a slash is definitely for like a mashup. Like if you do this, like that's very clearly for like a mashup of songs. I think this is the answer, but I still would have a sleep and look at it again fresh and see how you feel. I agree. I definitely agree, and I think we take this answer and definitely consider it an option. We take it, we see how we feel, and see what we feel at the end of the day. I think we can all agree on this, I guess. My instinct is to hate parentheses like this in titles, but you really are using exactly how it's supposed to be used. Two Bodies is the title, and what's in parentheses help you realize that title is that song you remember hearing. Yeah. Everyone in favor of this as the title? Put, okay, yes, agreed. If you're in favor of this title, let's see some ones in the chat. Ones in the chat if you agree, twos in the chat if you disagree. We could definitely come back to this again. In fact, we will certainly come back to this every single time we request the song again. So definitely, that's definitely something we'll come back to and chat about as we go forward. As we go forward, without a doubt. Two buddies talking louder. Ones in the chat. Ones. Emivio is not entirely certain. And I think it's the good SEO option too. I believe so too. Final call for all votes. Okay. We will do it as that for now. We shall do that. This was fun. So do you guys want me to This is now going to be really stupid. But do you want me to keep you in the title in the meantime? Do you want me to keep you in the title in the meantime just for the sake of people requesting it? I don't know. Two buddies talking louder. No, what did we do all that work for? No, I think you is dead. Okay. You is dead. We must just make sure that, but RJ's got us covered. RJ was here for the whole thing. So if anyone ever requests you, then we will explain to them what happened. Okay, cool. Two bodies talking louder. We're happy with that. I'm quite happy with that. The more I look at this, the better it feels. Genuinely. The more I look at this, the better it feels, and the shorter it feels. You know what I mean? My brain is making this shorter for some reason. So it's feeling okay. I'm gonna definitely have a challenge trying to put this onto an album cover, unless I just do this for the album cover. You know what I mean? That is also an option. It is an option to use all of the marketing uses just that name, but that for the title of the song you put that. There's nothing stopping me from making the album cover just to Two Bodies, or you know what I mean, even the other way around. Wow. Okay, very cool. Thanks, guys. We did it. Look, here we go. Down here. That is what it would look like. Oh, jeez. Okay. I need to do a bathroom break. I'm coming back now. That was a lot of talking. And then can we actually play some songs, damn it, please? Thanks for bringing us into this creative process. Of course, I'm loving bringing you guys into these creative decisions. I'm absolutely loving that I can even talk to you about these kinds of stuff because I'm doing them. You know what I mean? The fact that I'm doing them and can talk to you about them is amazing. So really, really happy with that. Okay, I'm gonna be like a few minutes. I swear. I'll be like a minute and a half max.